I haven't seen you in a long time. Almost been a year since you broke my heart and tore me apart. Oh, yeah. I've been working on myself, trying to move on. Hooking up with someone else, trying to forget.
Hey girlfriends, today I've teamed up with Afsisterwig to bring you this beautiful full lace wig install hair tutorial. So I'm starting off with the inside construction of the cap. I want you to be able to see that you can part this one literally any and every way you'd like. You can even do bantu knots if you want, which is a perfect hairstyle for the summer. So we're going to be doing pretty much all of the work on the wig head today. I'll have the one I love in the description box. Cameo from my sweet girl. She is amazing. I love her so much, and she is coming into her own personality, which is so fun to watch. We're going to be doing a bust down, middle part, center part, bone straight look today, but I'm also going to be showing you again a ponytail bun and, you know, basically how to part this one up really nicely. So we're going to go with our dynamic duo, which is the wax stick paired with the electric hot comb, to pretty much go ahead and perfect that parting. I'm going to pull the hair out of the way and repeat that step along the hairline as well. The hot comb goes up to 500 degrees, and of course it's linked in the description box. Shout out to bedeckbeauty.com. After I did this, I decided to go in and tweeze out the hairline. This is something that initially I wasn't going to do, but I just thought it would just make it so much better to customize it and give it my own touch. So just take a fresh, sharp pair of tweezers. I love the ones from Tweezerman just like everyone else. I'll have this pair in the description box as well. And I just kind of like to go ahead and take my time parting the hair out, like the baby hair section out, and thinning that out, and then going back into the hairline. Now, I didn't get crazy and do like an extreme amount, but I did just enough to make sure that it didn't look too boxy in the front. And I definitely went back in to clean it up with the electric hot comb, which always does the trick. And this is the result. The opposite side I'm going to do off camera, but as you guys can see, this can be fun, especially when you do it on the wig head so you don't get too tired. Be sure to use a iron guard or a thermal protection for your hair. Here is the first look at how the wig looks, the lace. This is amazing. You can literally do 2 French braids right here and it would look so beautiful. Off camera, I also silk pressed the hair using the Babyliss on the highest setting, and I definitely got a beautiful, you see that sheen and the bounce and just the texture, and look how beautiful and silky that is. So now we're ready for our install, but the first thing I'm going to do before I actually install is just add a little bit of my Fenty foundation into the parting and hairline. This is going to tint the lace for me to a beautiful color that pretty much will complement my complexion. You don't have to do this. You can definitely wait to the end to add concealer and powder, but this is just one of those steps to kind of just go ahead and perfect your wig and make it, you know, really stand out for you. Here's a quick look at the back of the hair. I love the sheen. I love the luster, the length. I love everything about this wig. You know, when you dance, you're really feeling it. So here's a quick hack. I took my oil sheen that was already sitting on my counter and I went ahead and greased them elbows and them fingers, because so many times I've come on camera and forgot to put on lotion and I have these super ashy elbows going in the camera, and I'm just like, ugh, there's no way to edit it out. So I went ahead and just added a little grease to, you know, just make this experience not too ratchet. Now I'm going in and continuing the process of perfecting my hairline. So whenever you go ahead and customize your hairline, don't feel like you can't do more later down the road. It is best to do a little bit. And come back a little bit later and just add a little bit more oomph. And that's exactly what I did. I'm making sure the hairline is perfect. The baby hair is not too thick. And also making sure I cut off any excess lace around the ears.
Older babe, and I wanna stay with you. Don't got time for games. Now what you wanna do? Tell me now if you will go with me all the way. Every night, every day, promise will never change.
Now that we've customized the hairline and just kind of pulled out what we're going to use as baby hair and sideburns, I'm going to use this Ebin Wonder Bond or Wonder Lace. I forget what it's called. I'll have it in the description box, and I'm going to use this to go in and apply to the hairline to do a quick install. This is going to help to bond the wig down, melt the lace, and make sure everything looks amazing. Now, what I did find is I did use a lot, and it did make the hairline a little bit more crunchy than I would have preferred. So just be careful and not go too crazy. I'm going to use my melt belt from bedeckbeauty.com off camera to go ahead and allow the hairline to dry. Now that it's dry, we can go ahead and pretty much cut off the excess lace and form the baby hair.
I wanna stay with you and don't got time for games. Now what you wanna do? Tell me now if you will go with me all the way. Every night, every day, promise we'll never change.
So now that it's time to form the baby hair, I went ahead and just cut it to the length I liked, and I'm going to use mousse as my method of pretty much like an edge control, if you will. This is going to make sure that even though I went ahead and curled the baby hair, it's going to leave the bounce and leave the kind of fluff so that it's not too molded to the head. And I'm going to repeat this step on the opposite side. After that, I put the melt belt back on just to make sure that the hair look at that. Look how beautiful that baby hair looks. That looks like the Instagram girl baby hair. So you can see that it's definitely achievable. You don't have to hire a stylist. You don't have to pay $300 for your install just to last a couple of days. You can definitely do this at home. It really just takes practice. I went in from there and perfected the parting even more, and then added a little bit of powder to the hairline to make sure that it blended with my complexion, and then a little concealer in the parting, and we should be good to go. So now we are done with this look. I want to kind of show you guys what it will look like to put it into a low bun. Now I have a low bun of my real hair in the back, so it's not as flat as I would love for it to be. But you just pretty much put the hair into a ponytail. Make sure that the combs are tucked into your real hair to make it sit very low. And then they provide this short hair around the back, which is considered baby hair. Now I would definitely take this and curl this under to kind of mimic real life hair. You can also go in and tweeze and just thin it out if you would like, but this is just what's provided, but you guys get the picture. If there is one thing I can give you advice for, it is to prep your wigs. When I install a wig, whether I'm on camera or off, the one thing I do is just whatever I feel at the moment. Meaning there are some days when I do an install and it is on the wig head, and then there are days when I just go ahead and throw the wig on and I customize it on my head. Every time I put the wig on a wig head and the tripod and I get it together from there before putting it on, I always wonder why I don't do this all the time. So this one here came from Afsisterwig. I think I already showed you the packaging, but this was the box. I've kind of folded it, but you know, it's a slide through drawer. Inside they gave us a couple of stuff. You got a wig band with their logo. You got a wig adjustable strap like elastic band. You got comb and a edge brush, and you got some wig caps. Okay, so this is a full lace wig, and that means the whole wig is hand tied and there are no hair wefts like the like tracks. One thing about this one is that you can part it any way you want, and I'll show you that just a moment. There is a white part, and that's called the stretch net. It's elastic and it gives us enough space to wear the wig comfortably. So if the whole thing was lace, you definitely would have a problem with it stretching and being comfortable. Again, most wigs are one size fits most. Even if the wig comes in like a small, medium, and a large, there are no perfect ways to make every single wig fit in every single head shape from the smallest to the largest. So that stretch cap kind of just helps the wig to be able to move and to stretch and to breathe while still giving that laced appearance. But that is that demarcation part in the center. And again, I'll show you again when I part down the center. Okay, so I have a bun in my hair in the back, so it's not going to be the flattest. But let's go ahead and look at the back.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it, see how.
So go ahead and check it out down in the description box. I'll have a link in all the details. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!